Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by my old friend Sam Jones. Sam, how are you?
Good, mate. You?
I'm very good, thank you. Glad to be back at fight camp, as I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Johnny Fisher in action this weekend. What are you looking to see from Johnny?
Just a more polished performance, a bit more relaxed, which he's been working on, because he's got a lot of skills, Johnny has, and he's not really. I think in the first fight a little bit like he knocked Matt Gordon out quickly. Phil Jones, he kind of is it Phil Jones? Phil Williams. Phil Williams, sorry, Phil. He smothered his work a little bit, but he got the job done. I think this fight you're going to see a bit more of a polished performance.
And then what happens there from him? Are you content to keep building him up step by step?
We keep getting asked that. I don't really know, Danny. As I say yesterday, I think we're going to take him down southern area, English title, and do it like a real traditional way and see how far we get. I mean, I'm very confident with him. I've seen Johnny spar world-class operators and more than handle his own. So we'll see how far we get.
And then you've got John Hedges, of course. He is out, the first week of September, I believe?
It's either going to be the 4th of September, or I think the week after in Spain, I'm being told. So we'll see.
Spain, what's that? What card's that?
I have no idea. I think I might have just I don't know, like announced it. But I don't know. It's going to be one of them cards.
Good stuff. And he's been out for a while now. Are you just looking to ease him back in? I mean, how sharp's he looking in the gym?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like we're doing a lot of learning in the gym. The debut was a bit of a shambles, to be honest with you. We got away with one. We know that. But his second performance, he kind of showed what he's all about. The reason why he's only lost 2 fights as an amateur, national champion. Only lost 3 fights, I believe, 2 or 3 fights as an amateur. So people started to saw his class a little bit, and that's what we need now. We need him to develop more in the gym. He's filling out a bit more. He's looking more like a man. And that's what we're going to do with Johnny. John, we'll take it very slowly with him.
Let's talk about Joe Joyce. Obviously, good performance against Carlos Takam. Impressed a lot of people. I saw your tweet, I think it was earlier today, responding to Daniel Dubois' quest for a rematch at some point. And you said, we don't look down.
It wasn't Daniel Dubois' request like that. But I mean, Frank's been speaking about it. I think Shane McGuigan spoke about it. Like, this entitlement. There is no entitlement. Let me tell you something. The reason why we never put a rematch clause in that contract with Daniel Dubois is because we knew the only way Daniel Dubois could ever beat Joe was by stapling him to the floor. That's a fact, yeah? And we didn't believe that was going to happen, so we were confident. We didn't want a rematch clause in the contract because we believe Joe's going to beat him. And like I keep saying, I was a big supporter of Daniel Dubois, and I still am. Like, I wish him all the best, but the referee counted very slowly in his face to 10. You don't get any more conclusive than that, in my honest opinion, unless he's been knocked out on the floor. It was very conclusive. What do we need? We're not focusing on a rematch with Daniel Dubois. And he's doing his WBA regular route. We've got the WBA route. Joe is number 5 in the WBC. Joe's looking for big nights. We're not interested in Daniel Dubois.
So what is next for Joe Joyce? Because he might not get a world heavyweight title shot for the next year. Yeah. What's the level of opponent you keep him busy against?
Well, I'm told it's going to be a lot sooner than a year, but as you know, we're realists in boxing, so it could well be that's the case. We want to get him out in October, November in another good fight, Danny. So we'll see. We're in talks now to make something happen. So it'll be a good opponent.
Is there anyone particularly you've got your eye on? I know Daniel Dubois talks about Trevor Bryan, but could that be a good fight for Joe potentially?
Not interested in Trevor Bryan. Joe would beat Trevor Bryan in 1 round. He's terrible. So we're not interested in Trevor Bryan. So we'll be looking at something better than that.
And what's Joe's mindset like after the Takam win? There was some criticism, but there was also a lot of positive feedback.
Same as every fight with Joe, isn't it, Danny? You know, you look online, too slow, gets hit too much. Same old shit with Joe. Swearing, but same old stuff with Joe. So he gets criticism. He beat Daniel Dubois very comfortably with a jab, and then the second fight with Takam, he had a bit of a tear up with him and got criticised again. Can't really win, so he's number 1 in the WBO. He's sitting pretty at the moment.
Lerrone Richards, is he going to get Gongora?
That's a question you might have to ask Adam. I know Adam's been the one dealing with that, so I hope so, because I think it's a great fight for Lerrone to progress his career. I think it's a great fight for Gongora and Lerrone. It'll be a great fight. 2 clash of styles: a come forward banger, rough, rugged, and Lerrone's brilliant skills. I think it's a great fight from a fan's perspective, so I hope it happens, yeah.
Florian Msrku against Prodan. Do we know which show that's been rescheduled for?
Yeah, we're close to announcing the show that's going to be on, and it's a cracking show. And
is it the AJ show?
Potentially, yes. So we'll see. But either way, great fight for Florian. First title fight as a professional boxer. And then But we listen, we can't look past Prodan. Prodan's a game guy's had like 19 fights, 16 knockouts. I don't know what the actual record is, so don't quote me on that. Yeah, so it's a great fight for him, so we'll see.
Do you still get excited about big occasions like that, getting to walk out at Tottenham Stadium? I know you're not a Tottenham fan, but it's a massive, massive event.
I get excited when I'm seeing fights at your court.
It's your childhood hero.
My childhood hero.
Mate, this is Eddie Hearn 2.0.
Mini-me.
When I go into the sunset, how old are you?
Old.
No, go on, seriously.
32.
Look, I'm 10 years older than you.
Yeah, but when you started, it was with Audley.
It's like before and after.
He started with Audley, and I started with Joe, so it was a bit...
you got a head start. But when I go...
No, I didn't get a head start, come on. Come on. Look at this.
You got a head start because you had Joe.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you've just been endorsed by the man himself. But yeah, you were saying you still get excited about the huge events.
Yeah, I get excited, Danny, honestly, about any events. But I look out there and I just think, what an event for... I'm proud for Johnny that he's a part of something like this, because it is a very exclusive event. And I'm as I say, I'm very grateful to be a part of it also.
Great stuff, Sam. Really appreciate it. And yeah, good luck with Johnny on Saturday.
No quick fire thing today, Danny.
Nah, not today.